Hello.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, great. Questions for us for this exciting day?
I saw a I watched a video
Did you watch our videos?
now
Not fun, right?
on Facebook
Okay.
and the video was about a service guy in store
You
in
mean
a
it's a
store
server?
like who get your money and give
Okay, cashier.
cashier and he like to say after customer gone like
Not customer. It's customer.
customer gone
Left.
left like, thank you baby thank you beautiful thank you
Not after
Cute.
they left, while they were there.
while
I'm asking you a question. While they were there.
after customers took their money and they almost left.
Okay, so they didn't leave yet. You said after they left.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Before. I mean before.
Right, okay.
I'm sorry. And
Good luck, I'm listening.
and he at every customer's was guys
Were.
guys.
Uh-huh.
Everyone didn't like what that service.
No service.
I forgot cashier
Okay.
said.
Yes.
And I want to know some sentence. What does you are tripping means? Like a customer said, "Oh man!" After the cashier say something like that, and a customer said, "Oh man, you are tripping.
Yes.
I gonna leave here now," or something like
Yeah.
that. What does tripping?
That's the only one, or were there other things?
Just tripping.
Okay.
I thought tripping mean trip,
Tipping. That's
Tipping.
tip.
but this is
Is trip.
tripping.
Yes.
Tripping.
Yes. So when someone, there's no such word as tripping like going on a trip, but tripping means you are on drugs.
Oh.
We call this tripping.
Oh.
Tripping also can mean when you trip. So if you walk and then your foot hits something and you fall, we call that trip. And if you're doing it, then it would be tripping. He's tripping over the books. But if you just say he's tripping, that means his brain is not here. It's in another place. Like his brain went on vacation because he's doing drugs.
Or like he crazy.
Yes, but specifically on drugs, it's not the same as crazy. You're saying that someone is doing something wrong and there's something wrong with their brain because they're on drugs.
That was bad word.
No, it's not a bad word.
All everyone I saw were black people. Probably word for black people or
No.
Everyone can use.
No, but it is a little bit more common. I do hear some rappers, they say, yo, tripping, man. It's a little bit more common, but not really. It's very common with guys to say that. A little bit more common with African American people, a little bit more. But I would say it's very common. It's not a bad word. It just means you're on drugs. But I mean, if you said it to your parents, they wouldn't care. But if someone is not, then it might be a little bit confusing. So if you went like to the policeman and he's like, okay, you need to pay for this mistake that you made. And you said, you're tripping, man. They would get angry because they would think that you weren't listening. It's not really angry about saying someone's on drugs. It's just about angry that you're not paying attention and you're not listening and you're not following orders. So, like if your mom said, "Hey, you need to clean your room," and you're like, "You're tripping," it's not going to make them angry. It's only going to make them angry because you're not listening. The word is not bad. But it's a little bit slang. You don't usually say it in a polite setting.
And most or every guys don't like
Not every guys.
every men. No, men don't like. Every guy don't. Every guy doesn't like when another
But we just say guys don't like.
guys don't like when other guys say are you cute or are you beautiful?
They won't ask. So that's a question. That's a question. So they wouldn't be asked. They wouldn't ask them. They would tell them.
Like they don't like when someone say something like
No,
that.
you're not making the sentence right. You're asking a question, but they are telling them. So you need to change the sentence, that's all.
Again.
Yours is a question.
Guys don't like when other guys say
That's a question.
you cutie. You are cutie.
Not
Cute.
cutie. You are.
Cute.
Yes.
Or beautiful. Or
Right. Because why?
Goodbye, baby.
Because why?
Because like adorable. Because gay.
Yes.
Look like gay guy.
Yes.
Or means that guy likes guy.
You.
Like you. Like
Yes.
you.
Exactly. Yeah, if some guy, it's not like I was trying to explain many times on the show. In America, we don't have as much, as many people wearing women's clothes or acting so feminine. There are some places, but in some places you would get killed. And so if you're
Other
gay,
people will kill you.
yeah, in some places you can watch videos. I remember there was a very famous video of Top Gear when they went to Alabama and they wrote on the side of their truck that they loved men or things like that. And people got really angry. It's not as, in Asia, people don't have this problem because it's Christian. Christian people believe that gay people will go to hell and that there's something wrong with them and they're going to burn in hell. And so people grew up, some people, with this belief that that gay people are wrong and God hates them. And not everyone in America believes that, but many people do. And so if you are in some areas or in some situations, there's much more hatred of gay people in the United States than in Asia.
If some girl says to you, like, you are beautiful or you are cute, you will be angry or not?
Would guys be angry? Not the same. If they were strong, they would be angry because you're saying that they're not strong. So if you go to the gym, if you went to the gym in the United States and you saw Vin Diesel and you're like, wow, you're cute, he might not like that because it doesn't represent strength. But it wouldn't be rude and they wouldn't mind.
As guy.
No, it's not even a little bit the same. A guy is horrible. If some guy goes to the gym, like if I went to the gym and I saw Vin Diesel and I'm like, hey, you're cute. That, they might try to fight you.
Hit you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. You means crazy. Oh, like
No, it means
You're
that they
drunk.
like you.
no, I mean tripping
Tripping means on drugs.
on drug.
Yeah, not really alcohol. You can say it if someone's drunk because you just say that you're messed up, but the real idea is drugs. Serious craziness. Not just like a little bit of marijuana or something. Tripping is when someone is
Get high.
well, no, high can be marijuana also, but tripping is serious drugs, not a little
Like
bit.
Tito, cat Tito, or hard drug.
It doesn't really matter the type, but I'm just saying that it's a lot. Someone who's tripping, they don't know what's going on around them. They're like, hey, whoa, look at
They
this.
can control themselves, but usually everyone drunk can control themselves.
I'm trying to explain the difference between what tripping looks like, what someone's going to say that tripping looks like. It's not when someone is drunk and they're falling over. Tripping is when you are not able to understand what's going on around you because you are, like, remember in 2001 A Space Odyssey when at the end of the movie, someone who does drugs and sees those things, that's when we say someone's tripping.
That is hard, heavy,
Yeah, not heavy, but
Hard.
serious.
serious.
Yeah. People who are crazy
There's a lot.
and they're like, look, man, there's a monster.
Like that guy
That's someone who's
who
tripping.
jumped off
Yes, but not the cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah, Sipti's friend who
No,
jumped
I
off the
don't know
cliff.
that guy.
Yeah, exactly. You can say someone's tripping. But when I imagine someone who's tripping, they are seeing something or they're doing something. If someone's just sitting down, it's not common to say he's tripping. Tripping is when someone is doing something crazy. So if you see someone on drugs who has a sword and they're fighting your tukata, your bear, okay, that's when you would say he's tripping. It needs to be some action that is crazy and unbelievable and maybe violent. If someone's just sitting down and singing, it's not that common to say that person's tripping. It should be more crazy.
Like someone got drunk and take like naked. And
Take naked?
No, I mean I saw a guy on TV.
Okay, but we're just looking for the correct sentence. That's all.
He was naked
Okay.
and he ran around.
He
He ran around 7-Eleven to find like sword or something.
Okay. Sipti's grandfather's sword? Okay.
I think that we can say he was tripping.
Yeah. But he's drunk, right? So it's not really tripping. But you can say that, yes, because you could say you don't know what's wrong with him. If you just saw a naked guy running around 7-Eleven with a sword, you can say he's tripping. But once you know that he's drunk, people aren't going to say he's tripping anymore. Because remember, tripping is drugs. So if you
Or
can
he
say
used
it,
drug.
you can say it if you don't know. But once somebody knows that he's drunk, they're not going to use that word anymore. So in the store though, they're saying that you're tripping because you're doing something just as crazy as a naked guy running around 7-Eleven with a sword. That's what they're saying that guy is saying when he says that you're cute. He's saying you're the same as a naked guy running around 7-Eleven. There's something wrong with you. Yeah. Anyway, good question. Another exciting question for us today. Did you
Yeah.
finish your exciting book?
No.
Uh-oh.
Today I
Uh-oh.
went to a temple that That's why I didn't read any
Or maybe you forgot.
chapter.
that could also be. How many chapters are left?
I don't know.
All of them. 20? 30?
Last time we talked together.
Yeah.
Probably
We don't need to say together.
talked
Yeah.
probably 3.
Okay, and how many chapters are there? 100?
I don't know. It's just a
Okay.
little bit.
Just a little bit left or a little bit done?
A little bit left.
Oh, good. Okay, then we'll be able to finish before the end.
A little bit done.
Oh, no.
good luck.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, fine. Then let's continue. Do you have any exciting stories for us?
No.
Okay. So then, let's continue. Introduction.
Hello, my name is Siti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I graduated from Ratchapat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And then I opened a restaurant with my best friend.
And some rats.
Yes, a lot.
A lot of rats.
In this town, we worked for 1 year.
In this town?
In my town.
Here.
Here. We worked for 1 year.
Sometimes. We work for 1 day.
We sold hot pot and drinks.
What kind of drinks? You mean beer?
Every kind.
Okay, but not drinks. Beer.
Beers. Because we thought it would be fun to
Drink.
work as drinking
As
as we drank
yeah,
in the same time.
not in the same time.
What?
A different
In-
one. Not in.
At the same time.
Yeah.
But a lot of terrible things happened because that place and people,
Because that place?
because the location, because of the location and people,
The people.
the people who are drunk,
Who?
who were drunk.
Yeah.
It was hard to control them. We had to close it down. And in my free time, I like to exercise and do some activity with my friend.
I like to do.
Each other. I like to do some what? I like to do
Activities.
activities with my friend. Like
What kind of activities?
with my friends, like help cats in this town in our town, because 3 years ago I can't take. We shouldn't talk about this, right?
It's
Okay.
too long.
Okay. In the town. That.
The connection, the story was too abrupt. It ended so fast, people are going to be scared. You said that I really, really had a lot of rats, and then in my free time, I have activities. The change between one thing to another scares people. It's too fast. It has to be very slow. The transition has to be natural, and it has to make sense where you're going. It's like if you're driving and then all of a sudden you try to go backwards. It's going to make people, they're not going to know what's going on. And when you are an American person, they're going to say, man, you're tripping. So if I talked like that, they would say, man, you're tripping. And if you talk like that, they're going to say, you don't speak English. So there's no good way to justify having something end that fast. Okay, so the story's okay, but it's too long. We don't need to tell the details. When you are telling your story, you just say, my friend and I tried to make a restaurant. We really tried hard, but unfortunately it didn't work out and we had to close it down. That's it. You don't have to say, I made a restaurant one time on Tuesday, we saw a rat, and then I also talked with my friend about goldfish. No, nobody cares. Just quickly get to the most important parts and then run off into the sunset, right? Okay, let's try again before our show runs out of time or one of the cameras turns off.
Are you sure you have enough?
Right.
Hi, my name is Siti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I graduated from Ratchapat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And then I opened a restaurant.
It's too fast. After I finished school.
After I finished the school, a school,
No.
school,
Yeah.
I opened a restaurant with my best friend. Here, we worked very hard, but finally we had to close it down.
We had to.
Closed. I don't know. Closed.
We had to.
Close or it down. Close it down. Because we had other thing to do.
We
had other thing to do.
We had.
Something to do.
Not something. We had.
We had to do other things. And
Learn about S.
we had to do other things. And in my free time, I like to do activities. I like to do some activities.
It's not an activity. I like to.
Do my charity.
It's not a charity.
My charity.
It's
My
not your charity.
I like to do a charity.
I like to help.
I like to help cats.
I like to help a.
I like to help a charity.
It's not a charity.
Charity.
Yeah. And what kind of charity is it?
Charity. Cats. Homeless.
Not homeless.
Homeless.
So you can have two choices in life. You can waste people's time and say, I like to help out a charity. The charity that I help is about cats. Or you can just say, I like to help a cat charity.
I like to help a cat.
English people want you to compress the sentences into one. Don't waste people's time with multiple sentences doing the same thing. You don't say, I like to go to a house. The house that I like to go to is green. No, I like to go to a green house. That's it, right?
I like
Okay.
to help a cat charity.
Mm-hmm.
In my free time, I like to help a cat charity with my friends here, because we saw a lot of homeless cats, and I like to exercise very much.
We don't need so many, just one, right? We don't need multiple things. In the beginning, we needed a lot because we were learning how to choose the right path. But now you already have your idea. You went to school, where you live, the story that you told about the restaurant, and then the charity. That's all we need. We don't need exercise. You don't need to say, also in my free time, sometimes I like to kiss people's feet. No, you don't need to talk about anything stupid, and you don't need to add things that are not important. Only the important details are what people are interested in. In the beginning, we have to learn everything until we learn what is important and what is not. But now you already know, because we've done it for so long. We have to focus on only the important things now. The jumping between the sentences is still too fast. I don't know in Thai if you speak like that, but in English people don't want to hear things that are too fast changed like that. Maybe in Thai people say, I go to school, I made a restaurant, I like feet. But in English, people don't talk like that. They say, I went to school. After I finished school, there's a sentence there to redirect to the next position. After I finished school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Eventually, my friend and I decided to start a restaurant. Okay, that's what English people want to hear. They want to be carried carefully to the next sentence. They don't want to be hit with the sentence. They don't want to hear you say, after I finish school, I start restaurant, my friend. It feels like you're getting hit in the face. After I finished school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. But my friend came to me one day, she had a great idea, and we decided to start a cat restaurant where you can eat your favorite cat. No, I mean, okay. Okay, let's try again, but let's not hit people with the sentence as we change
Okay.
to the next one. Okay.
Hi, my name is Sipti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I graduated from Rajabhat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And after I finished, I don't know what I want to do. I didn't know what I want to do. What I wanted to do. When one day my friend. But one day my best friend came to me and she had an idea about an idea. She had an idea. She had an good idea. An idea to open a restaurant.
Not finally.
After I told my mom, she said yes. We start.
We don't know about your mom. Don't add more characters into the story. It's going to be too difficult.
Open a restaurant. So we decided to open it.
Too complicated. My friend came to me. She said, let's open a restaurant. I said, you're tripping. No, I said, let's go.
I said,
hell yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in.
I'm in. We worked very hard, but finally we had to.
Not finally, but
we had to close.
But eventually.
Eventually, we had to close it down.
Because
we had.
Of the rats.
Because the location.
Because of
the location. And in my free time, I like to help a cat charity with my.
But it's not true, right? So let's try to make this true, because someday you might really use this. One of my friends, I used to try to teach her English a little bit, and because she didn't know that I was a teacher, And so she thought I was just wasting her time. But one day I was trying to teach her how to do a job interview, like I'm doing with you. And she thought it was dumb. She didn't really pay attention. But then after a year, she sent me a message. She said, can you help me with the job interview? Because they asked me those questions that you asked me. Let's not lie, because you will have trouble when you're really telling the job interview. So, not telling, when you're doing. So remember, you can have a job, a cat charity, or what? It could be your dream. So then what would you say?
I don't have.
No, I'm saying, how do you change the sentence from something that's real to a dream?
Like, my dream, I have a dream to help.
To
help.
To
Helping.
No. To make.
To make what? Make help.
To make.
To make a charity.
What kind of charity?
To make a cat
Fat cat charity.
To make a homeless cat charity.
The sentence would be a cat charity for homeless cats. Yeah, you can't add too many descriptions.
Charity for homeless cats.
Just one.
Cats.
Sifty's
Homeless
cat charity
cats.
only helps one cat. Meow.
I have a dream to make a cat charity for help homeless. To help homeless cats.
Okay, but we just need a better transition. So you can't say, in my free time, I have a dream. You can't have a dream in your free time. So we need a better connection between in my free time and dream.
In my free time, I like to go around the town and give food to cats.
No, because that's not what we're talking about. You have free time and you have a dream to help cats. How can we put them together?
In my free time, I like to take care of my cat.
No, because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the cat charity.
In my free time, I like to talk with my friends about a charity.
That's better. But I would say, in my free time, I don't do anything right now, but I would really love to make a cat charity. Right? You can change people's direction that way. But yours was okay. In my free time, I like to plan. I like to work with my friends and plan for our cat charity.
I like to work with my friends to make a cat charity to help homeless cats.
Fat cats.
Homeless teen cats.
So there's homeless children in Thailand, right? There's orphans
A lot of people
who have no
help.
money, and you don't care about them. Your charity is going to be throw the kids away, help the cats.
No, a lot of people pay attention to children, but
the cats, those are the ones we really need to save.
no, but a lot of cats don't have anyone to take care of them.
Yeah. It's so slow, you know. It's like
Need time to think for a while.
okay. Anyway, we still need some practice with that, but it's getting better. It takes a long time to get those things right. Anyway, next one. Sifty, thank you so much for coming on the show. You know, you're such a great entrepreneur, making your businesses and
you don't
cat
spend
charities.
anything.
Why would I hire you?
Hire for
Why would I hire you?
To help me and you, to help you and me to be successful in your business.
That's great. But how are you going to help me?
I will use every experience I have for many years to make your business to be successful.
But this is a restaurant. Do you have any experience in cooking?
I have experience to do everything in the restaurant, like
Not the restaurant.
the restaurant in restaurant.
Just what?
Restaurant.
Okay.
I know how to
Fight the rats.
make restaurant. Yeah, restaurant. I know how to
I know how to make.
the restaurant. I know how to make a restaurant. I know how to control people.
Control is a bad word.
I know how to work with people.
Yeah.
And I know how to make people.
We don't want to make people.
I know how to do everything. I know how to cook. When
It was going so well and then it ran into a tree. I know how to.
I know how to I don't know the words.
Get people.
Get people. I know
Not
how
get people. Get people, that means make them, but not the bad word make. Make is force, but get is okay.
I know how to get people
To.
to your restaurant.
Oh. I know how to bring.
I know how to bring people to your restaurant,
Free beer.
and they would love your restaurant forever.
That's great. That's an amazing answer. It's so
It's first time.
slow that it's painful, but it's great. That's a great answer. That's perfect. It's just so slow though. Okay, how much money do we have to pay you? You know, you said you're going to bring a lot of people to our restaurant. That's really great. We need a lot of customers. But how much do we have to pay you to do that?
I don't know. I want to 1,005 for first 3 months.
2,500 baht? That's it?
It's so late.
2,500 baht?
2,500.
Per month?
It's late or 3
2,500 baht.
to control, to take care of your restaurant, right?
You want to work for 2,500 baht per month?
To take care of
$80?
to take care of your restaurant, right? Like
To work for the company. To work here. You want 2,500 baht.
That is natural Thai.
2,500 baht.
Oh no. I'm sorry. 25,000 baht
Okay.
in for 3 months.
For 3 months.
Yes, and
So each month, 8,000.
25 25,000 baht per month for 3 months. And after 3 months, if I can get or if I can bring a lot of customer for you,
Just one? I need more than one.
customers
Okay.
for you, I need to 30,000 baht per month.
Fine.
Per month.
It's so slow, but you know,
True,
the
true.
ideas are okay. It's just so
2005.
painful because it's slow.
2005 to 25,000.
Yeah. Okay, now okay, so pretend now you're the CEO of Mamao Shabu. It's successful, and you're on the TV station. You're on the Thai TV station. They're asking you about success, asking about being a CEO. Okay, so Sipti, thank you so much for being on our show. We're really honored to have you here. It's really great that you can take the time from your busy day to be here.
I'm free.
That's it?
I don't know what. Again.
What's your answer?
Answer for.
For what they said?
Oh, thank you. You say thank you. And I'm appreciate to come here. I like to tell people how to be successful because it's not easy. It's not easy to be successful. But what I told you, I hope what I told you, what I tell you will help you to be strong and keep doing your work.
Good, but we don't know what the interviewer will ask us. So we can't say that because they might ask us bad questions. They might be mean to us. We don't want to anticipate what they're going to ask. Yes, we assume that they're going to ask us about motivation and about overcoming mistakes, but you don't know that. Sometimes they don't like you. Sometimes they're there to promote their show or to try to get you to say something mean.
In the middle, right?
No, just tell them what you have said or tell them about you. Just say thank you. Tell them something nice about their show that you like. So if someone comes on if you go on someone's show and they say thank you so much for being here, I really appreciate you taking the time to be here, then you should say something like, it's my honor. I have seen your show many times and I'm really happy to be here. Right?
It's wrong.
That's what we do. If someone's nice to us, we should be nice to them. They say something nice about us, we should say something nice about them.
Okay.
Right? But it shouldn't be a lie, and you don't want to pretend, because then they might have some proof. Like if you say, I really love your show, and then they say, okay, we have a clip of Sipti saying that she hates our show. You gotta be careful, right? Don't lie. But if they say something nice, then you should say something nice, okay? Let's try again. Sipti, thank you so much for being on our show. I know you're very busy running and fighting the rats in your restaurant, but it's really, really great that you finally have the time to be here, and it's great. I can't wait to get to these questions from all of your fans.
Thank you so much. I was very nerved. I was really nerved. Nervous. Because you are so.
Not was.
I am nervous because your show is popular, and I don't know. People will like.
I don't know.
If people will like what I say or not, but I hope everyone will like it, and if I have other opportunities to come here, I will do it again.
We don't want to talk about the future because you might end up hating them by the end of the interview.
Just thank you so much.
Just say something nice, and that's it. Don't make it too long, and don't make plans for the future that you don't have yet. Just say, thank you so much for having me on the show. I've always wanted to be here. Right?
Thank
if you say
so much to having
no, not to having.
to ask me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much thank you so much having
No, the other one.
had
Not to.
for.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me here. I am very happy and what?
If you don't have anything else, then don't say and.
I am very happy because I like your show. I like your show so much, and my family too. Does also. Thank you.
That's better. But the first one, we don't want to be. It's okay to be humble. It's okay to say.
Like talks, like not don't have confidence.
Not don't.
Because
I
don't have confidence
when I talk. It's not about that. Being humble is okay. You can say, as you know, I'm not that great at running restaurants. Some of my employees have been eaten by rats. It's okay to be a little bit humble, but to beat yourself down too hard is not going to allow people to respect you. If you go on a show and you say, thank you so much for having me here, but I'm very shy. It's really hard for me to be here. I don't like talking with people. I'm really bad at everything. I think most of your guests are going to hate me because I'm a really shitty person. It's not humble. It's making yourself too low, and no one's going to be interested in listening to you. If you are a very confident person and people feel that you're confident, maybe you could get away with that. But if you actually are shy and you say like, this is really hard for me, I'm really scared, I don't want to be here, people don't want to watch that. They're going to feel nervous. So humbleness is okay. But beating yourself down
don't say about
nervous. Yeah. You can, but it should be funny. You can talk about it. If you say something funny, then that's great. If you say, I'm here, I'm really, really nervous. I feel like the first time when I saw the rats at my restaurant. Okay, that's funny. If people know about the story that you told, okay, that's funny. But if you just say something mean about yourself, then they're going to think, why am I listening to this person, right? Anyway, let's move on because we don't have any time. Next exciting question. Okay, so let's pretend that Sipti gave a great answer. Thank you so much, Sipti. I know that you're going to really love these questions from our audience. So the first question, as you know, we asked our 5 viewers on YouTube what they wanted to ask CEO Sipti, and they had some great questions here. Some of them were bad. Some people were tripping when they asked the questions, but I took just the good ones that we're going to ask Sipti now on the show. First question for Sipti from our audience is, what do you think are the biggest challenges for your restaurant in the next 5 years?
Big challenge for them.
What are the biggest challenges that you're going to face at your restaurant in the next 5 years?
In the next five years,
Challenges. Troubles. Troubles. Problems.
What problem will happen in 5 years?
Well, that sounds like Thai people when they speak, but in English we say, what are the challenges you will face? Face, that means you'll see. In the next 5 years.
I think is would be
I think
would be
I
a
think
problem.
I think the problem
I think the problem is
will be
location. I think most people in 5 years will stay in their home and order food. They won't go outside because social network because many things. I don't know.
they won't go outside because
right now people scared of coronavirus, and it will come again. And I think I have to think about application for my restaurant to keep all of my customers forever.
trying to force people to stay with you is not going to make them happy.
To keep working.
To keep the business. What?
Go. Why you do like?
Because
You did that.
I'm not that. You do this. It's close to you. It's this, not that. This. Because I'm expecting English people to say something, and then it's not. It sounds bad to me.
To keep my business up.
No, not up. Keep my business. You can say running, going, operating, making money, succeeding, or open. Keep my business open. Yeah. Okay, great, Sipti. That's a great answer. I'm sure that Great Fan 101 will be happy that you answered his question. Usually they have some numbers because people don't want to have original names anymore. All the names are taken online now, so people have to have numbers. Sipti, this is another question from trippin 125. If two wrongs don't make a right, then why do two negatives make a positive?
If two
wrongs don't make a right, why do two negatives make a positive?
Don't make a right.
So this is complicated.
Two negative.
In math, right? If you minus a negative 1, it's plus a positive 1, right? So if you have 1 minus a negative 1, it becomes positive. It's not negative, right? That's called a double negative. Well, it's not called a double negative. It's called minusing a negative. So in math, when you have two negative signs, it actually becomes positive. But here they're asking you, but if I hit you and I spit on you, then why is that not positive? Why in life are two negative things still negative, but in math, two negatives can be positive?
This question is a little bit confused because
Not confused.
confusing
Right.
because first I don't like math.
Math. Yeah.
Math.
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
And
Because I explained it.
it's
But anyway, the point is that in math, two negatives are good. Not good, but positive. But in life, two bad things are still bad. So they're asking you, why is life different than math? Or is it? They're asking you.
Because math can't hurt people.
Why?
Because in real life, when you did bad thing, double bad things,
When you do
to bad things, can't it can't be good because you make because your feeling, you will lose good feeling more.
I don't know what that means.
Like when people do something bad they don't like to do, or even if they like to do, the real feeling they have is worse. Like good feeling will gone.
I don't know what that means.
If you steal someone money, stealing,
If you
steal money, someone's money. If you steal someone's money,
Where's my wallet? Oh no, okay.
first time,
One time.
you will feel bad a little bit. If you do it again, I think.
Then you buy a Ferrari.
But if you see that person later be homeless after you stole money from them, you think you can be happy or not? I think you can't, because we are human. We are humans. We
We're human. That's right.
We are human.
Sorry.
We will have few lose people. We will lose people. Shame.
Shame. I don't think shame, but it's close. Ashamed.
Or shame to do
Ashamed.
bad things.
Just one bad thing. In
To do
Sifty's
bad things.
life, there's
To do
just
bad
one
things.
Just one bad thing.
You know, I like to forget S.
I like to.
Forget S.
Yeah.
D. T.
Yes, the ends of the
Fifth.
words. Yeah.
TH.
And Sifty and most Thai people think it's not necessary, like Russian people who don't think the and a is necessary, Brazilian people who don't care about 2 and 4. But as we learned very famously on our show, it has real ramifications. Sifty went to the bar, she said, give me the white wine, and they gave her the password for the Wi-Fi. So there are real world mistakes that happen when you don't pronounce the ends of the words. Okay, I think that's pretty good. When people give you a technical question, this is a technical question, it's great to answer in a technical way. If you can, right? To prove them with math that they're right or that they're wrong. Now, sometimes you can't, you don't have time, so it's not really possible. So yours is okay, but it's great when you have a technical question if you can give some kind of technical answer. Because people who are asking technical questions, they speak the language of technology. They want to be answered in a technical way. People who are religious and ask you a religious question want to be answered in a religious way. If you can return the answer to someone in the same way that they gave it to you, it's really great, if you can. So for example, I would say I would try to make up something if I could, if I had time. It's not easy when you're, on a show. But for example, like right now I'm thinking I would say something like, in mathematics, positive and negative are not good and bad. So when you have a negative number, we use the word negative in English to mean bad. But in math, a negative is not bad. Positive is not good. But in life, negative and positive are good and bad. So I think that the reason why two wrongs don't make a right, but two negatives make a positive, is because a mistake in English. We use the wrong words to describe positive and negative. It's not good and bad. So I believe that the reason why that two wrongs don't make a right is because we have a mistake in the language, and actually a negative number is not a bad number.
If this is happened,
If this is happened?
if
No.
if the IELTS
These aren't
test,
IELTS tests. These are CEO questions.
if they have in
They
IELTS
won't
test,
ask you these.
I think it could kill me.
No, don't worry. So these are CEO questions. I told you before, I used to have some students who were CEOs of companies, big companies that made millions of dollars. And they didn't have time for questions like, what's your name? Do you like goldfish? They already spoke English much better than that. You are not quite ready for these yet, but not bad. And it's funny because it's a little bit above your level and you make a lot of mistakes, and people can learn a lot from that, right? These types of questions are not questions that most people get. So I'm just giving you examples of what I would say so that you can imagine what you might want to say, or give you some more examples of things that you might use someday, right? Okay. Anyway, but my answers are not that great. I'm just telling you what I would try to say. I'm not a CEO, right? As we learned before, those who do it, and those who can't are teachers, right? So don't take my advice too seriously. Otherwise, because if I did know, then I wouldn't be here, right? Okay, next one. Sipti, thank you so much for your great answers. I'm sure you're going to help so many young CEOs someday who are right now they're sitting there. They have a dream, and they're so happy that Sipti is teaching them all the things they need to know. Sipti, next question from Big Rats 101. What has been the biggest letdown in your career so far?
What again?
What has been the biggest letdown in your career so far?
Biggest
Letdown.
letdown.
Yeah, that's
Goal.
a phrasal verb. Let down means disappointment,
Gone.
failure.
Failure?
Yeah,
Not
it's a
gone.
let down. It's when
Lose.
when someone needs to walk here like this, and you support them, you hold them up. That's supporting them. They need you. If you try to walk here and I go like this, it's a let down. I'm not holding you up like I'm supposed to. I'm not protecting you. A letdown is something that disappoints you and you fall because you believed in someone or you trusted something and they didn't protect you. But in this case, it's not a person who's letting you down. It's yourself or something that happened in your life. So they want to hear a mistake or a problem that you had that made you sad. That's what they're looking for. What has been the biggest letdown in your career so far? That's a complicated sentence, but you could simplify it and say something like, what has made you sad so far in your life? What made you the most sad? The saddest? In your life so far. In your career. That means job, not life.
I think when I listened.
Okay.
When I listened to
Listen or listened?
listen in the past,
Okay.
listened to other people and do what they want to do.
Not do.
And did what they want me to do.
What they...
Wanted.
Yes.
And
Everything in the past.
And did what they wanted me to do.
Yes.
I think I shouldn't do.
I shouldn't.
I shouldn't done.
I shouldn't.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because I lost a lot of time for myself. I should take all of that time to find what I want to do or to do my dream, even if it failed. I won't be sad because
I wouldn't have been sad.
I wouldn't have been sad because I decided by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's great. It's just so slow that people are going to be waiting for the answer. It's like a turtle. It's like waiting for a turtle to get to you. You just sit there and you, come on, let's go. Come on. But the answer is good though. It's just so slow. Okay. We're squeezing the good answers out. We just got to get them to come faster. That's all. Okay, last question, Sipti. Thank you so much. I know you have to go. You're a very busy person. I can see that your manager is telling me we don't have very much time. We have one more question for Sipti. Thank you so much for being on the show. One last question, if you have time. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. One last question from Beautiful Mushrooms 2055. He says, Sipti, does thought require language?
Require?
Yeah.
Language. What require means?
Needs. Yeah, require means needs. Does thought require language?
That thought.
Does thought require
think thought.
Language? Yes.
I don't understand.
It's complicated. They're asking you, thinking. Do you need to have a language to think? Can a dog think? It doesn't have a language. Can a dog think? Or do you need a language to think? Does thought require language?
I think...
I can't think because I don't know language.
I think no.
Okay.
I think we can think by picture or like, I don't know, without language, like a dog, probably dog.
Just one dog.
Dogs.
Okay.
Dog can
Just dog, one dog.
dogs
Okay.
can think something,
Can think.
can think bad thing, something.
Can think.
When dogs see your face, dog can think.
Just one
Dogs
dog.
can think something. Like if your face sad, look sad, sad. Dogs can know you have some problem.
But isn't that feeling? That might not be thinking. The dog might just feel that you're sad. Is the dog thinking or is the dog just feeling what it sees?
Feel dog will let it pass. Like you
Feel dog will let it pass? No.
when dog feel sad because dogs see
Just one dog.
dogs see your face look sad. Dog will leave.
Just one dog?
Dogs would leave left. But if dogs think,
If they.
if they think, they will look at you for a while to think something.
Okay, but you're very sure. If you're not a scientist, you shouldn't be so sure. You should say, I think.
I think.
You don't want to, especially on TV, you don't want to say, dogs think because of this. And then some scientist in the comments says, no, sorry. Like they're going to do about me. They're going to say, John, the earth is not 8 light minutes from the sun.
Can I say again?
Online, on video, you have to be careful. Don't make scientific statements like I do when you don't know what you're talking about, because people are going to get angry.
Again. I think people can think without language. Like when we born, we don't know how to say anything. We don't know how to talk any language, but we can think when we see something or we heard something.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because we learn from what we think. We can change what we think. We can learn from that. Because I saw baby.
Yes? What did you see?
Baby never.
Just one baby.
Baby never. Babies never. Don't say any word. Any words.
Which word do they like?
Any words.
Yes, but they don't think either.
At first time, they think.
You can't ask them. You can't say what's 1 + 1.
No.
How do we get to the moon?
I think they think. They think when they want to drink milk.
That's a feeling.
Milk.
That's a feeling.
I think they can think.
I think you're confusing thinking with feelings. Is feeling hungry thinking? I don't know that that's true.
I think they will think because they confused when they saw
They.
when they see their parents do stranger things.
Stranger is a person.
Strange things they never see before. They like wondering to know.
They're wondering to know.
They wondering. They want to know. That's why they think.
Curiosity.
Means wondering?
Wanting to know something. But
Curious
how do you know that's thinking? That could also be a feeling.
because everything babies see at first time after babies born is news
News,
for them.
like CNN news.
New
Okay.
or new is
Everything.
new
Everything.
is everything is new
Okay.
for them,
Yes.
and that's why they
But imagine a computer, right? So without the operating system, without the language, there's nothing. You turn the computer on, it's just black. There's some system required to teach the computer, to give the computer the ability to think. Without the language, isn't the language like an operating system? It's like Windows. It's teaching you what to think, how to solve problems because of some strategy. Don't you think?
but people think without any language first before do
How do you know? You can't
before
ask them a
do
question.
computer.
Well, you can't ask them a question, so how do you know?
I don't know. I just think.
If you find a baby that can't speak, right? And you ask them a question. How do we get to the moon? They can't answer you. They don't know what the moon is. They don't know that there's distance. They don't know what space is. They don't understand that it's far away. So do they think or not? That's the question. Anyway, this is a difficult question, and the only thing that I want to point out, though, is that being too confident about these questions could be dangerous. So these questions are supposed to be hard. If you are on a show and they start asking you questions like this, you should start to think, uh-oh, these questions are hard. Probably you should show some nervousness about answering them. You might want to say something like, that's really difficult, like our controversial questions,
All
remember?
of them is difficult.
All of them,
Or
right. Don't jump so quickly when these questions are confusing, because you might end up getting tricked, right? When you're answering a difficult question, you should be careful, especially if you don't have an opinion about it. If someone asks you a religious question and you are a religious person, that's fine. If you have a belief and you really, really believe something, that's fine. But if someone asks you a question that you've never heard before, I would be nervous to answer it. If someone asked me, John, does thought require language? I wouldn't say, yes, absolutely, babies can think. I would say, I don't know, right? But I think, because I have a child, I don't have a child, but I'm saying, if someone did, they might be able to use some knowledge that they had. They could say, I do believe that they can think because I have a son and he, blah, 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 and then you could give an example. That would be great. But if someone asks you a really difficult question, does thought require language? And you say, yes, it does. I think a baby does. People are going to think, is she telling us the truth? Does she believe that? Is she trying to convince us of something? They don't know, right? So let's try one more time before we end our show for today. We're running out of time. The cameras are getting very hot. Sipti, does thought require language? What do you think?
I think we can think without language because sometimes we learn to be scared of red sign or hot things like high heat or we know we shouldn't stay near water because we will drop and die.
Not drop.
Fall and
Drown.
drowned.
Drowned. Yeah. Good. I think that's fine if you combined it with the pictures. So if you said, definitely you don't need language, pictures are okay. So you can learn from experiences. If you see something that's hot, you touch it, you get burned, you can learn from that. Yeah, that would be a good. Combining the pictures and the experiences together would be a good answer. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much for being on the show, Sipti. I know all of your fans are so excited to see you here, and I know that they're going to love to see your new restaurant opening in Bangkok next month. Right? Thank you so much for being on the show, Sipti. Any farewell messages you want to give to your fans before we go?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I love you all. If you still turn on your TV.
not turn on. If the TV is still
on.
Yeah, turn on is just one time. Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's the end of our show. Thank you so much, Sipti. If you want to hear Sipti giving her introduction, just play the video again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
ขอบคุณค่ะ